from a water fountain, or is that
This
straight
is
from a
this is a
straight from it?
portable water fountain that I
Anything.
will break if Xavier loses.
Hey, anything's a portable water fountain if you try hard enough.
Right. This is a gravity water fountain. All right, let me
Kind of like
tweet
a
this bad boy
waterfall.
out. Oh, Ian just texted me. Oh baby, here we go. All right, we got. I guess we'll kind of just watch the Villanova Seton Hall game for a little bit and then
I guess
get to the
so.
main show.
We've already got Jerome in the chat and Paula.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Buck Butler, as Jerome says.
When does evening turn into night?
That's a great question.
Is that like relative to what time of year it is?
I would say so, because I feel like evening is like really, you could be like maybe from 5 p.m. until sunset's like evening, I feel like.
Yeah.
And then the sun's kind of set. There's a little bit of daylight. Either that or it's light pollution outside.
Right.
Like, and the clocks change. They change in I think 4 days.
4 days?
I think so. I think it's March 10th or something that, well, the clocks don't change. We just like move forward an hour. The clock will look the same still.
Right. Yeah.
It's just we're skipping an hour.
Yeah. By the way, Coop, you sound really good tonight.
Thank you, man. I've been working on my voice. I've been screaming. I've been smoking cigarettes. All the good stuff to get my voice to where it needs to be.
That makes sense. Oh yeah. Wait. Should be drinking or not drinking water. Goodman reporting Woodson returning to Indiana next year. Good for Xavier. Oh. I'm not buying into any of these coaching change things right now. I just can't.
Yeah,
can't even think about it.
Time change. We'll talk about coaching changes. Not time yet.
It's not time yet.
We're just glad that
the only time I know is there's 17 minutes till the Butler Xavier game starts.
And how do you spell Butler?
I think Buttler, right?
I think so. Yeah. I've always said sounded out, so. Brian says, should Kenny be drinking or not drinking water during the game?
Probably drinking water, I would think, to show that I'm pro water fountain.
Yeah. So you could say that your water broke in Indianapolis.
Correct. Speaking of water breaking, my sister just had a baby last night.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to your sister.
Marie, yeah, she had a baby. They still have not named the baby. He's been born for over 24 hours now. Still has no name.
Well, let's think. If you have any suggestions for Kenny's, I guess that'd be your nephew.
Yeah.
A new nephew just dropped. If you have a name for him, put it in the chat.
Yeah, let me know. I'll send the names over to him. I'll have I think my mom is actually with them right now, visiting the new baby, whatever he shall be named.
Right. I mean, that's kind of cool though, because once that kid grows up, like say they name him Friday, right?
Mm-hmm, right.
Maybe it takes 2 more days. He can be like, oh yeah, I didn't have a name for 2 days. I was just the baby.
Well, that's what I said. Are they gonna celebrate his birthday or his name day?
Yeah, true. Huh. I couldn't imagine, man. I mean, his consciousness isn't there yet, but he has no idea. It's just like he's an unnamed child.
Yeah, and we're gonna mold him into a Xavier Musketeer fan, obviously.
Of course.
But man, oh man, am I excited for this game. Whew.
Fired up.
Fired up.
I assume it's It's probably Butler's senior night, right?
Yeah, it is. I
So
heard that they
that's
were.
fun
Yeah,
for
they
them.
were. Does Butler have any seniors?
Um,
I truly couldn't tell you anything about him. I
Jalen
don't.
Thomas,
There's like
John.
six. There's like six players that I know in the Big East outside of Xavier guys.
Yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't. I don't have the time. I 11 teams. Are you kidding me?
yeah, exactly.
I have three
And
kids, dude.
I mean, yeah, there's 55 starting players in the Big East. That's ridiculous.
It's too much.
Way too much. I mean, if it was just 10 still, if UConn wasn't added,
Right.
sure, maybe we can take a stab at it. But
Maybe.
I believe Jalen Thomas and John Michael Malloy, if I'm saying that right, are seniors because we got a text from Andy that says tonight we get to congratulate those two on never having to play another basketball game at Hinkle Fieldhouse again.
Oh, that's quite the
So
honor.
that's one way to look at senior day.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, that's it's an honor and a privilege to never have to play it at the barn again.
Yeah, I do want to go there just to see what it's actually like. Like I've heard you guys talk about it. I've heard other people talk about it. Some people are like, "Oh, there's charm to it." But then some people are like, "No, it's a gust of wind away from falling down. It's disgusting, probably haunted, whatever."
Water
Like I
fountains. The water fountains aren't secured to the wall very well.
Yeah, that's what I hear. And most places are. I was at the gym today and I looked at that water fountain and
Yeah.
I gave it a little push.
Yeah.
Didn't budge.
Man, I'll tell you what. I can remember. I remember that like really well, just because that whole time was just like it's something you really remember from the game standpoint, um, because it was just absolutely insane the way the game ended. Anybody that was at the game or watching the game, I'm sure that you remember. It was just like probably it felt like an hour of uncertainty of what call they were going to make. Our bench and a couple of the like stat guys with us were telling us that the clock had stopped, and they were like looking at that, and then another guy, one of our stat guys, was saying that the clock stopped before that as well, and they were like, no, we can't go back that far and look, and then all of a sudden they come out and they just wave their hands and it's game over, and we're like, I mean, just absolutely insane. I walked back into that locker room and just like I didn't kick it off the wall. I just lifted my foot up and like stomped it off the wall. And it went off like I was ripping a piece of paper. I don't know.
Man, had nothing to do with adrenaline. You think it was just like
I think it was
shit
just a
quality?
I think it was just a bad water fountain. It'd probably been there since like 1980, maybe not,
Mm,
maybe the 70s.
Man,
I mean,
water
if
probably
anything, I did them a favor, right? They got a new water fountain out of it.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's disgusting to think that they were drinking like that bad of water. You know what I mean? So,
Think of all the buildup inside that water fountain from the
oh,
100 years of history at the Hinkle Fieldhouse.
yeah. Also, I see we have quite an audience on Twitter right now. We're also on YouTube. So, if you're
If you're gonna watch with us, YouTube's better because it's low latency, so you'll be caught up with the game. I think Twitter is at like I don't know, probably 15 to 20 seconds behind.
Yeah, exactly. But um, I'm on the Twitter broadcast right now. If you missed it, Kenny's sister had a baby. What was it, yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
And his nephew has not been named yet. So, little boy. So, if you have any name suggestions in the chat, drop them in there on Twitter and on YouTube.
Please do. Please do. I'm telling my sister to join the stream so she can see the names that we get.
Yeah, I mean, we've already got Quincy as a suggestion from Brian.
We got D'Artagnan.
Yep. Alex King is saying Ahmad skis. I think he's probably just acknowledging that Ahmad's here, but that is an option for the name. Ahmad skis Freeze.
Modskis. No, it's actually Crabtree is their last name.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Yep. Michael.
Trey Thompson Crabtree. Michael Crabtree. I think They might go middle name Michael. I think it's a family middle name.
I mean, yeah, go by Michael Crabtree. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I brought it up a couple times.
Yeah. One of the only trees I like, crab trees.
Crab trees, yeah.
Now, is a crab tree like? Does that exist in nature?
You know, let's check it out.
Because in my mind, it's like crabs aren't really going on trees unless it like produces crab grass or something like that. I don't know.
Crab apples. Crabs grow on trees, Ahmad says. That makes sense.
Crabs, what? Crab apples grow on the trees?
No, crabs grow on trees.
Oh, they do. Man,
No,
crab legs, dude.
according to Richard Sherman. Nice.
Hey, man. Who doesn't love crab legs? If that's what the legs taste like, dude. Psh.
Are you now? Are you a crab legs? Do you like crab legs or lobster more?
I think I would kind of lean towards lobster, actually.
Yeah, I'm with
But
you.
whenever it's in like a lobster queso or lobster mac and cheese or
Lobster mac
something
and
like that,
cheeses.
hard to beat.
What are those lobster sandwiches called again?
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? The lobster roll.
Oh,
You ever had a
lobster
lobster
roll.
roll?
Yeah. I don't know if I actually have or not. I haven't had crab cakes either.
Crab cakes and
But,
football. You've never been to Maryland?
oh man, I drove through it. Ugliest state I've ever driven through.
What's up, Cap? How you doing, baby? We were gonna throw up a sign that
What's
said "Have fun at work, Cap."
Yep. So hopefully your work day is productive. Hopefully you're making the company some money. Yeah. And we miss you.
Yeah. So we got a mod in here with a little bit of with some bets. I told I was saying earlier I'm feeling a big night out of Quincy. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 30 bomb out of him tonight. Capybara Crabtree.
Ooh, that'd be an option. I think I'm going to go over on the Quincy points.
I'm going over
on the McKnight assist.
I'm gonna go under on fouls.
Are you?
Yeah, I think today's the day.
Today is the day.
Today's the day that Ahmad is playing at the final buzzer. Or Ahmad. Abu is playing at the final buzzer. Ahmad could probably get out there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, dude. I've been so pumped up about this game all day. I mean, not just all day. Yesterday too. I was like, man, I can't believe I'm watching Big East basketball and I have to wait until tomorrow to watch Xavier.
Hey, that's what happens. And this is obviously kind of an emotional matchup. Obviously, playing Butler means a little bit more to Xavier than playing like Providence or Seton Hall or whoever. But I will say Butler is not as big of a rival to Xavier as Xavier is to Butler. You know, they've been lining up outside of Hinkle all day. They still have the chance that say Xavier sucks before games or whatever. Mm-hmm. Where, you know, when Butler came to Centos last month or January, whenever it was, it's not that big of a deal. It's
just another Wednesday night game on FS1.
It literally was. And I mean, of course, out of all the Big East teams, I dislike Butler the most, I guess, but it's not to compare it to like the UC rivalry it's not anywhere close. It's like crosstown shootout and then like 100 tiers below that Xavier Butler.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, I don't as far as rivalries go, Xavier UC, the crosstown shootout is just.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's only a couple rivalries in the country that are even going to hold a candle to it. And if you're, Xavier Butler is like, I don't know. I mean, the thing about Butler when we were playing him was like they were kind of in the same position that we were, as far as like mid-major team that was like up and coming, making some noise. And then, obviously they get Gordon Hayward, who turns out to be, an absolute stud, NBA All-Star. Like, you don't get much. I don't know. It's just like that kind of stuff it's once in a generation type things for a school like that, and then they go on this run, and then all of a sudden they think they're like a blue blood with this uh, historical arena that everybody loves so much.
Oh yeah, it's disgusting, Kenny. It's disgusting,
Disgusting.
disgusting.
We'll do it
And
live.
I mean, no disrespect. If anyone here on Twitter or on YouTube lives in Indianapolis, I'm sorry.
See,
It's
here, see, this is the thing that where I got kind of get torn because my father-in-law is, he was a basketball player. He played in college, and growing up in Indiana, Hinkle was like Hinkle's like the mecca. That's like where they used to have their state tournaments and all this stuff. And so from that point of view, like I think that history is really cool. But what the Butler fans have turned it into, and like make it seem like it's something more than it is on a national stage. That's the part that's frustrating because it is really cool, but you're forcing me to not like it because of the way that they talk about it.
interesting. Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I think the NIT is at Hinkle now, so you know,
Uh, Ian, I said in Indiana.
Indianapolis. I mean, what's there? I know Cincinnati isn't Miami or New York, but man, Indianapolis. I mean, man, I've had to go there for my old job a few times. We'd always have like corporate meetings and training there. It's impossible to like have fun in that city, man, unless you're just like bottles up all night. There's a good steakhouse there, like Elmo's, St. Elmo's or something.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have fun. It's impossible.
Ian says that Cincinnati is the Miami of the Midwest.
I tend to agree. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
What
Cincinnati is one of those places, and I've said this since I was in school there and started watching a bunch of people from Xavier graduate and end up staying there, right? It's like, in a good way, Cincinnati is like a black hole. Like people come to Cincinnati to go to Xavier or to go to Clifton, whatever it is, and they end up staying there because there's so many opportunities. And the way that the city has grown in the last decade is insane. I haven't been down into downtown too much, but the times that I have been down there, it looks completely different than it did when I was in school, and it's awesome.
I mean, I don't dislike Cincinnati. The city of Cincinnati.
I mean, it was fun. The city of Cincinnati was fun when I was in school, but it was completely different. Like OTR was literally nothing compared to what it is now, and that's from what I've heard. That's a really cool area of town now. And then you didn't have the banks, you didn't have any of that stuff.
Oh yeah, OTR 's sweet now, man. There's so much stuff. There's the best place in the entire city is this bar called Pins, and there's arcade games and like little bowling. It's not like big bowling, it's little bowling. But the best part is on the bottom floor in the corner there's NBA Jam, and I will destroy anyone who stands before me in NBA Jam.
Who's your squad?
You can put me with anybody. Last time it was the Pistons.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care who I'm playing with, and I don't care who I'm playing against. It can be 2-on-1, and it's just me by myself. I will wipe anybody in NBA Jam.
All right. Are you talking about like the original NBA Jam? Or are you talking
Oh
about?
yeah,
Okay.
the original one. I mean, if there's new NBA Jam, I will still wipe anybody.
Okay.
So, Cap says, "Cup, come get this work whenever, man. I'm not losing."
Kind of like Xavier's not going to lose tonight, right?
Exactly.
7:30. Time to get over to the game, huh?
Yeah, they are playing, aren't they?
I hope they haven't started yet because I'm not on the game yet.
They never start on time. Tip-off times are just a myth.
I agree, especially on senior night.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? Let's just do this.
Cap has the key.
Cap will have the key this weekend, huh?
Yeah, Cap will have the key this weekend.
Is that public knowledge yet? I don't think we've talked
Uh,
about that.
no, it is not public knowledge. Roll Blob will be in attendance. All three of us Blob boys are going to be doing a pregame live podcast at the Barrack, which is, I don't remember what sections it's above, but by D'Artagnan's deck. Um, little press box up there, and then we'll be sitting there watching the game, just having a good time, just dudes being guys, guys being dudes. So if you see us, say what's up.
We're going to be up there before the game. I think the theme of the night is going to be a nice little thank you to Quincy, a Quincy tribute podcast. So that'll be a good time. I'm excited, and oh man, it makes me sick even seeing the. Is there anybody there?
Wonder how much. This is nice. We have 69 viewers on Twitter right now. So let's try to just keep it at that number. No one leave, no one go, or enter, whatever.
And if you do leave, come over to YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, if we could get 69 on both, man, we're cooking. We're cooking.
YouTube for this is so much better because we have because the game's so much closer in time with the lag. It's impossible to watch us because you're hearing things that happened 20 seconds ago. But if that's your preferred platform, then
by all means, man.
By all means. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, they're. I don't. The thing is, like, I don't remember the Butler fans being like crazy. It was like
really.
No, I mean, like, the arena is so weird. The way that you have to sit down below the floor, like it's not a problem until you have to do it. You know, it's like you watch it on TV and you're like, oh, that's kind of weird, and then you have to do it, and you're like, why do I have to take a step onto the floor? It's so weird.
Why? Like, I don't even understand why that's a thing.
I don't think that they could. I don't think they could afford the extra 4 foot of floor, so they just.
Okay. I was wondering because I think Minnesota does it that way too.
Do they?
But it's like I know that it doesn't have to be like that. Like, I know you can work around that, even if it's getting rid of a row of seats. Like, if you want it to be ground level.
Well, I know that was it AB or Paul that was telling us that they're not allowed to change it because it's like designated as a historical landmark.
Yeah, at Hinkle, yeah, it's like a historical landmark, so they can't change. They can't renovate it basically, so it's just stuck being a complete wasteland.
Right.
It's kind of like people who buy old houses and they're from like the 1820s. I flip houses for a living, so that's why I say this. And they're like, "Oh, it has so much charm," and it's like, "Ma'am, it has foundation issues. This isn't charm." Like, you can look outside between two bricks and see the sun. Like, there's no charm about this. It needs torn down.
This is not charm. All right, so just not to gas ourselves up at all, but since we made that new prediction,
yes,
we're 1-0.
Yep.
It may have something to do with the Roll Blob hat that you're wearing right now.
It's always the hat, man. It definitely has something to do with it.
I wonder if Quincy wore the hat to the game, we can just mark him down for 40 right now and go home.
Yeah, I mean, he wore the hat to, I think it was the DePaul game,
yep.
Where he scored 43.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like it was my place to say it to him, but I think if he wears that hat pregame every game, I think that the record's at least a little bit different. I think there's a few more wins.
Malloy. Yeah,
so Malloy's a senior.
Yeah. Ian says that you must be pretty strong flipping houses.
It is. Yeah, I'm very strong.
Very
strong.
Oh,
Man, Butler's uniforms are so ugly, man. White with like a blue stripe above the names and stuff. Like they I know they are in the Big East, but their uniforms still give very mid-major vibes.
Yep. Agreed.
I mean, Eastern Kentucky has better uniforms than Butler.
Yeah, Jerome, I still haven't received my hat yet either. I'm itching for it.
Hey, what day is today? Wednesday. So 3 more days, you'll get your hat. So
3
they've
more
got
days.
3 seniors starting. Butler does. So
They
their last
wait,
game.
they chant F Xavier.
I didn't know if it was F Xavier or Xavier sucks, but I do know they've been doing that chant for a while. I've also heard Dayton does it from time to time still.
Ooh, Kachi gets the start. Didn't even see that.
Is that I think that's 3 games in a row for Kachi.
Yeah. Good start.
Yep.
All right, come on. You got Kachi guarding. Looks like Butler's going four littles. Come on, baby. Start off. Let's not start off with 2 turnovers. You know? Oh,
And that they don't.
there we go. Rent-free behavior. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
So Quincy
2-0.
points already.
Yep. I mean, already. He's on pace for 80.
A lot, man. Yeah, 2 points per minute.
Yep.
Yeah. 80 points.
It wouldn't be a bad game.
If Quincy scores 80, I think Xavier probably wins. Dez off the window.
Dez off the glass, some people would say.
Man, how about Dez last game? We don't have to talk about it a ton, but sticking to his game, like he was the best version of himself.
Yep, that's exactly the player that you need him to be.
Yep.
The way that he was getting to the bucket and the way that he's getting to the bucket and not forcing threes and all that stuff. I think one of the people said during the game, there's Dez's 1-3 that he's gonna take and miss, and luckily he didn't try and keep forcing that. He stuck within himself, and he was able to really have a great game.
And speaking of 3,
you know they're gonna come out hot.
Oh yeah, fired up.
They have to if they want a chance. Come on, baby. Tough shot. That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's tough.
Come on, baby. They have. Oh my gosh, dude.
Pierre Brooks
banks it in over Kachi. The announcers clearly aren't aware about how much Butler cares about us. All right, here we go. Little Hezzy. Hezzy, foul in the lower body. He blocked a shot because his teammate was holding Dez's legs. He's pumped about it. Look at this. You see the strength trainer in the background?
Yeah, immediately.
In slow motion, too.
Man, perfect angle for that.
Yeah. All right, here we go. What's going on here, boys? Let's see. What would this one be called? Is that? I'm assuming they got Kachi at the 5. I wonder if they still call the plays the same way that they did when I was there. See, that's just a get the ball. That's not even an out of bounds play. That's just a get the ball in, 4 low.
Shot clock down. Put it up. Nah. Right. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah. Wouldn't mind lulling them into a false sense of we can shoot threes. Jump ball. They call it foul or jump ball? No, jump ball.
Okay. Jump ball.
Yeah, the facepalm was elite tier.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a meme just waiting to
Oh,
happen.
I'm surprised you haven't already made it.
Yeah, right. You can put like words
Dude,
on the ball, and
that
then just
freaking, we might have to give you a blobby this year for the shoot your shot tweet.
oh yeah, yeah. I mean that was a complete diss to one of my buddies. He's just unaware of it. Man,
Uh,
10-point deficit early. And hey, I know a guy who makes the blobbies. Like if I want one, I'm getting one.
I'm
You know,
right.
whatever. There could be a black market for blobbies. I'm just saying.
You never know. Wow, Kachi came out quick. Can't do this. Gotta finish.
Finish. No finishing.
Oh, okay.
Goodness gracious. What the hell?
Okay. Is that a
Well,
timeout or a T? That's a timeout.
yeah, under 16.
No, I
Much
think
needed
I think
timeout.
Miller called a timeout. So there's going to be two.
Oh, really? Okay.
We're going to get this timeout and then another unless they do that
Yeah.
differently.
Oops. I think it'll be Xavier timeout and media timeout back to back.
Right.
I'd assume. So, hey, at least we get more time for commercials. It looks like there's a new Dodge coming out.
Is there a new
So
Dodge?
yeah, looks like
You drive a
they got
Dodge,
red
don't
ones.
you?
I drive a Dodge Charger.
I drive a Dodge Stratus.
I drive a Dodge Stratus. Anyone in the chat care to comment on the term semi truck? Because a semi truck to me means it's not a real truck. It's like kind of a truck. A semi truck is about as truck as it gets. And then Kenny and I were talking about this till about 6 in the morning last night.
Yeah.
And he said that I think it's called a semi truck because there's no bed to it,
Right.
right? It's a truck that just ends. But then anything becomes a semi truck. A Fiat's a semi truck at that point.
Right. This
So
all stemmed from the podcast formerly known as Fun with Feathers.
a great podcast, yeah.
It was a great podcast.
Yeah, I got into a big you know, Ian, if you're still listening, um, you asked the heavy hitting questions, and I was getting riled up, you know. I was pissed off about a lot of things, and that was a place I'd go to vent. But what's refreshing about Fun with Feathers, and it's a shame that it's come to an end, is that for a guy like me, I've been dating, and the date questions are always like, man, just so taxing to go through all the time. Like, where are you from? What do you do? What you have siblings? What's your favorite color? What are your hobbies? It's like, come on. No one wants to talk about that. I want to talk about pirates. I want to talk about my favorite form of potato. Like I don't want to answer those questions. So, Ian, just a thought, maybe that's what you do. Maybe you interview people after dates and ask them like the questions that people really want to be asked. I mean, when we're kids, people are asking us our favorite dinosaurs and superheroes and animals and stuff. No one asks that anymore. It's sad.
So,
And big
Matt,
milestone, Kenny.
what's that?
Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're good.
We just hit the century mark on Twitter. We have 100 people watching on Twitter right now. So
Heck yeah.
thank you all.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, Matt brings up a good point. A truck is built to haul, a Fiat isn't. Therefore, it isn't a truck. I guess it depends on what you're
Yeah.
hauling. A Fiat could definitely haul like one of those things you throw on the back of a bike. You know, those little things for kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now, if you're talking about hauling weight, I mean, different story. Come on,
Yeah.
Kachi.
Shout out to the Fiats.
Well, definitely not the start we were looking for. Maybe the start we deserve,
No.
though. This, we got to start to see something something change here a little bit.
Yeah, pretty quick.
I don't need him to take.
Hopefully.
I don't need him to take the lead. I just need him to show me that they can score. They had 2 layups to
Yeah.
start the game, and now they can't see the bucket.
Yeah, not ideal. Yeah, 15-0 run. Come on,
That's just
Edith.
those are
No,
just those are
that's
hard
it.
shots, man. That's a 10-foot, basically floater.
Yeah,
Abraham Lincoln Stanley.
man.
Okay. This has a little bit different feel to it than the Georgetown game, yeah.
Yeah, just a little bit. Quality of opponent might be
Let's go,
different. Dez
Dez.
putting up a three and brains it. Maybe tonight's the night of the Dez 3. We'll see.
Maybe it is. I mean, he made the
You never
first
know.
one, so he's getting another one.
Oh yeah, you have to.
That's true, Ahmad.
Big miss there.
Cream always rises to the top. Kachi 3.
No.
Yes. What? No,
No, I think it's on. Yeah, it's on Butler. Okay, on Davis then.
Yeah, that was an and one. Did he go like this or did he wave it off? No bucket. Okay.
Yeah.
After he waved it off, he was going like this.
Okay.
So did they give him the bucket? The ref signs were very confusing.
I guess not.
Kachi Stockton.
That sounds like a very natural name.
Yeah.
All right, so Xavier on a little bit of a run here. 6-0.
Laser show.
Yup. The lead has been just cut down to 10.
Yep.
So that's
decimated.
Good.
Dude, how nice would it be to have Lazar come out and just have a night?
Oh man, that would be phenomenal.
What?
Because I mean, at the end of the day, like I know Lazar hasn't been getting the minutes he wants, whatever, and we could talk more about that. But at the end of the day, it's like it's really just him versus himself, right? So, it'd obviously feel good for him, but
Yeah.
he's like seeing he's got to be seeing the shit that people are putting on Twitter and stuff like that too, whether he's looking for it or not. Like,
Are
he's
people talking?
definitely aware.
I've never even. That's not really gone to my feed. Are people talking about him bad?
Not terribly, but I think there's just a lot of people writing him off, and like, I've seen tweets like why, like, he should just enter the portal now, or why is he on the team, like all that type of stuff, which is absurd. But
that's crazy. Okay, Quincy.
There we go.
We needed that. Needed it. Let's not get comfortable, Des.
Come on, Dez.
Foul and one.
That's it.
That's
no
an
call.
And one.
Should have been, but Kenny, we've got a little bit of a game now.
Mm-hmm.
Down to an 8-point deficit.
This is all I was asking for, right? I don't need him to come out and go on a 15-point run and be winning. I just want him to just show me some life, rebound the basketball. We'll live with that.
Oh yeah,
we'll live with that. If I was playing, I'd be screaming, "He's with us right now." All right, so this should be
and that's another foul on Davis. So that's already 2 fouls for him.
Oh man, I wonder what Adam's thinking right now.
I know. Adam Baum of the Sean Miller podcast was on our last stream and said that, one technique you can use is get their players in foul trouble, because once you hit 5 fouls, you're not allowed to play the game anymore.
Right. So they didn't do I guess now when you take a timeout, they don't do the TV timeout and that timeout. There was just a dead ball there.
Yeah. But at least we're aware of the Dodge Hornet.
Get out there. All right, there we go. As long as we can defensive rebound, we're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Now Butler hasn't scored in about 2 minutes now, so they've definitely cooled off after just shooting lights out
Yes,
to
Claude,
begin.
dude.
Damn. Yes, sir.
He must have heard me. He must have heard me talking shit. Like, you don't think I can shoot threes? All right.
That count?
It didn't count. Did
What
they
I
call a
missed
foul
there?
on Abu?
Let me check. Yes. Yep. They sure did. So no bucket.
That's what happens when you watch the game without sound.
Yep. So, we saw the 3 go in. I mean, obviously it doesn't count, but if you're Des Claude, I mean, your confidence is there. I'm cool with them shooting some more threes today.
Right? He's
So,
just throwing it in the ocean right now.
yeah, Des has 7 of Xavier's 14 points, so he is half of Xavier. He is Xave, I guess you would say. He's the XAV in Xavier right now.
So there was a question earlier that we didn't get to talk about because there's been a lot going on, but let's see, where was it? It says, has Coop ever asked and answered why is it called a running man and not a running musketeer? That was from
I would
Jane.
like to. Yeah, let me find that comment. I've not been on YouTube. Who'd you say it's from?
Jane.
Jane.
It was back a while ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why is it called a running man and not a running musketeer? I think it's just like someone needed to describe it quickly. And it's like, well, what kind of logo do you want? They're like a running man, And I think that's just what it's stuck with. So when they were sketching it, kind of like the rough drafts of that logo, they would just title it Running Man.
Yeah. It was an elevator. It was an elevator pitch. They didn't have time for the extra syllables.
Yeah, exactly. And by the grace of God, this is divine intervention. There was just a fiat on a commercial. So whatever we talk about will manifest onto a commercial. So, if you have any ideas of what commercials you want to see, maybe we'll just start talking about it. Matt says a musketeer is a man. Is there a feminine version of musketeer?
Musketeer.
Musketet.
I don't know.
Musketerette. I don't know.
Dude,
yeah,
Ahmad, definitely watching the game without sound is better. The video or just sound is like, I guess it can be kind of cool if you have like a really good color commentator, but musketress.
Oh, musketress. I like that. And Ian looks like he's asked some questions. We'll get to Ian's question maybe next dead ball or something like that.
As soon as we get to that commercial break.
Yeah.
He's got to get his questions out somehow. We didn't do a podcast this week. There's no mailbag, and he's not able to ask any questions on Fun with Feathers. So, are you
fatigued?
Fatigued.
That's how you say it in French. Je ne fatigué maintenant. Je suis wide awake.
I wonder if there's a. Come on, baby. Man, that's.
Too strong.
Geez, Lazar.
Damn.
I didn't realize they called that foul on us. That was insane.
Hey, I've seen that dude before. 13. He played. He was in that movie Holes. I think his name's Zero.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
A lot of those childhood stars don't do well, but he became a college basketball player. That's awesome.
Yeah, look at him. from Trophy Club, Texas. Man, I just
How'd they even
you
find
can't.
him all the way up in Indiana?
It's just crazy. Like a town is called Trophy Club. Like there can be no more towns. We've ran out of names.
We
If
have.
there's a town called Trophy Club,
Yeah.
there, like there, we're just gonna have to start naming towns after like sponsors or something.
Right. I'm waiting on Mr. Beast to do that.
I mean, yeah, give it some time.
Oh, geez, that's a travel. It was a hell of a move if it was legal. Oof.
You like the black uniforms, Kenny?
Dude, if I'm being honest with you, I didn't even realize they were black. I thought they were just dark blue. But
Oh,
I don't mind them. Dude, not okay. I was gonna say let's not get crazy with Biz Jack from Trophy Club here.
yeah. Go back to Trophy Club.
We don't take too kindly.
From you folks from Trophy Club. So yeah, not much offense for either team right now.
No.
Butler's made just one of their last 7. You see on the screen if you're synced up with us. No field goals in the last 2 minutes and change for Xavier. So
Come on,
brick by brick.
get it out to Quincy.
Hmm.
Dude, there's no way they're calling Nemo for this. Okay. I was going to say it's the exact same foul they called.
Yeah. Yeah. Pierre Brooks.
I'm not a fan of the way that they have the clock. You see in the
Oh, when it's
it's like
like a
it's
video of the
yeah,
digital clock.
I don't like
Yeah.
that. I get like weird feedback in my mic when I put my phone too close to it. Dude, what are the I mean, that's a hard shot. Screen for 2. Fellas,
Hmm.
what's going on here? 5 turnovers already?
Yep. And that's 5 straight field goals missed by Xavier on top of that. So
Nice.
not much happening.
Come on, baby. We need something here. We need some fast break points. It's been a lot of half court action. Yeah, I mean, he banked the first one in. I think as long as he's contested, we can give those up.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness gracious. Cap, man. Work cap is different.
What's Cap saying here in the chat? Another average, slightly small mid-court logo. Yeah, I think that Butler. I think they have an appropriately sized. Some say that it's average or slightly smaller. I think it's perfect. I think that Butler's mid-court logo size is perfect.
Come on, baby. Don't get it out of here. Cupper. I don't
Yeah,
think I don't think that anybody really shows McKnight respect on that jumper, Matt. I've noticed that a lot. They take away his 3 and they take away his like playmaking ability, but it seems like he has that jumper a lot. Colbert in the game already. Dude, there's no way. Come on now.
Mm.
What was that?
Yeah, and Colbert's in with 8 minutes left in the first half is wild.
Mm-hmm.
But kudos to him, man. Des taking it all the way, a little jumper.
Dude, the way he finishes those is so crazy.
That's 9 points for Des Claude.
What is Thad arguing about here?
What could he possibly
I
be
don't know.
upset about right
Tee him
now,
up.
dude?
There's no way that that's any worse than, or that wasn't worse than, that's 5 fouls now. Tee him up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, just relax. So let's get to Ian's question from the YouTube chat.
I didn't even see it.
It's from a while ago now. And by a while I mean 4 or 5 minutes. If you had to choose a dinosaur to be your friendly companion, what kind are you picking? I'd only know like maybe 2 dinosaurs. I'd take the purple Barney. I'd take Barney. Yeah.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna go with a. I think the most popular answer is gonna be T-Rex.
Yeah, I mean that's the most mainstream dinosaur. That's one of the 2 I know, and then
Which I think. I mean, is Barney a T-Rex?
I think he's just a purple dinosaur from our imagination.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess.
I don't think he's like a. I don't think he's a certain breed of dinosaur.
I think I'm going. As long as I have a way to like a ladder or something to climb up, I'm going with the Bronchosaurus, What's that one called? The really big one.
Okay, makes sense. I guess I'll have to Google that at some point. He does have other questions. What are the 3 types of potatoes you're eating for every meal? And then what's your favorite shade of blue? So 3 types of potato that you would be like rotating to eat.
French fry.
Yeah.
Mashed.
Yeah. Twice baked.
I was just gonna go baked potato, but twice baked's a good one.
Yeah, I like twice baked more because you can just kind of pick it up and eat it like a taco.
Yeah. The Bronchiosaurus is what I'm going with.
I caught that once. I caught Bronchiosaurus.
Hey, there's my sister. My sister's in chat. Marie Crabtree. Guys, give her some names. She needs some names.
What's up, Marie? We're trying to figure out your newborn's name. We're trying to come up with it. So
so far we have Quincy. We have Amadskis.
We have D'Artagnan. Maybe Cupper. Kupper.
Cupper's not a bad one. Actually, Matt, he would be Kenneth V, which is not a bad name. Ian says he's coming in with some names.
Oh boy.
This is either going to be one really crazy name or like 40 good names, you know?
Mm-hmm. Or you could just name him name, you know?
I agree, man. My son is the 4th, so it's going to be up to him. He was on stream last time.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have 120 people watching though. Ricky Tiki Bobby Wobbin.
Oh, Tiki Tiki Tembo No Sarimbo Cherry Berry Ruchi Pip Perry Pimbo.
What is that?
Oh, you don't know Tiki Tiki Tembo No Sorrento Cherry Berry Ruchi Pip Perry Pimbo?
I'm not familiar.
So there was this book called Tiki Tiki Tembo No Sarembo Cherry Berry Ruchi Pip Perry Pimbo, and he fell into a well, and then his brother's name was like Steve or something. And then he'd go and tell his parents, but he couldn't say his brother's name, and he was just trying to tell them that like his brother fell into the well, and they kept getting mad. They're like, slow down, say it. And then you're like, Tiki Tiki Tembo No Sarembo Cherry Berry Ruchi Pip Perry Pimbo has fallen into the well.
Did they end up
Either
getting
that
him?
or
Did they get him out of the
that
well?
or no, he drowned. No, I don't remember the story. I may have. I think that was the book. I think I got the name right.
Oh boy, Ricky Ticky Timbo. What is the? Let's see. That's a foul. It was a foul well before the travel. Does that Mata have teeth? I can't tell.
I have no clue, dude. I know he's got a bad back.
Nemo needs to get out of the way and let him go baseline. Dude. Get that. Let's go, Quincy. Dude. How many? I mean, they got this. That's their sixth foul. Oh man, Ricky Stanicki. Oh, here we go. Number 1, Jimothy. Number 2, Brad Montes. Number 3, Peter Pickles. Number 4, Jamario. Number 5, Brad. Number 6, Sethopoulos. Number 7, Fredward. 8, Edvin. 9, Wilhelm. 10, Gustavo. Whoa. 11, Himothy. That's a good one. We got Kev Squanch.
Kev Squanch.
Is that a Rick and Morty reference? We got Frankfurter and Nick Cage. Not Nick Cage, Nick Cage.
I think Nick Cage might be it.
Yeah. Ryan has decided we may have a name reveal live on stream.
Man, out of those 14 options, Ryan's decided a name that quick. That's crazy.
Unbelievable.
Man, Jamario. It's gonna be Jamario, I bet. I bet they're naming little guy Jamario. I mean, Jamario Crabtree sounds like a dude that I would draft in fantasy.
For sure. I need to see this game. Ezekiel Revan Crabtree.
Ooh, I like that. Revan. Zeke,
yeah. Zeke Rev. Zeke Rev
Revving
Crab.
the engine.
You guys have no idea the amount of conversation that has been had about this baby's name. We're going on like probably 6 months. Type Zeke in chat if you real. Ezekiel Elliott Crabtree. Marcus Walters approves of the name. Nice. And he's real. We figured that out for sure today.
I've been with Marcus to Xavier game. He and I got stopped at a crosswalk.
Okay.
People were saying what's up to Marcus. No one cared about me. Just Marcus. Little floater.
I'm slacking on the Ian. Ian was like, I'll see you guys at the game on Saturday. And then like 2 days later called me and was like, dude, I forgot I have a wedding.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, he still might see us. I don't know. Maybe he'll watch the pregame podcast.
Good. So many turnovers, man. This is. And they have to have 8, 9 turnovers at this point. 0 fast break points.
Yeah, they have 8 turnovers. Xavier does. Fast break points 0. I mean, there's more turnovers in this game than you can get at Einstein Bagels.
Yeah. Speaking of Einstein bagels, Xavier has 0 fast break points. Once again, I'm just going to keep bringing that up.
Yep.
I don't want to say the stream's brought to you by Einstein bagels, but
May as well be. No one. I can see who's watching this. Einstein Bagels official Twitter is not watching it, so
there's
it's
10. That's
sponsored
10
by Einstein
turnovers.
Bagels. Yep, and that is 4 turnovers in the last 3.5 minutes. Or 9 turnovers, I guess.
My grandpa is Einstein from Einstein Bagels. We good.
You don't even know the Einsteins.
We go home at halftime. Come on, baby. We can make a little run here. Let's go on like a Let's go on like a 7-0 run to end the half.
Yeah, make it respectable. That's a foul. Yeah. Well, another timeout should be coming. Xavier down by 17 points. Thanks for everyone who's watching right now. We've got 120 plus people on Twitter. We've got not that many on YouTube, but the chat on YouTube is elite as always. So, if anyone is on Twitter, type something in the chat. We don't really have much going on there. I see John Carter Music with an emoji, but if you're on Twitter, just say something, say anything. Yeah. Just I want to make sure it's working, honestly.
Right. But I think we can all be honest. The YouTube chat's where it's at.
The YouTube chat, man, yeah. We've got some elite players in the YouTube chat. We've got Ahmad. We've got Paula, Wet Sean Miller when he's here. I think he might be at the game. Ian, of course, Jerome, Larold whenever he's here. We've got
Alex
some elite.
Alex and Matt have been around a lot.
Yeah, AK always.
Oh, there's Paula.
What up, Paula?
Who needs Snapchat when you have CapChat?
Okay,
oh, my goodness,
okay, yeah, we got. Maybe we don't need to get the comments going on whatever. I'm gonna hit looks okay. Whatever. You can comment whatever you want. It's not gonna affect us.
I want to see if it. I think I can click on the multi-stream thing and it'll show me what comes up on Twitter.
I mean, the comment we got, I don't want to read it out loud on Twitter, but it wasn't
per se
incorrect. It wasn't incorrect. It was just, it was one of those things. It's like, man, you don't have to say it. You know what I mean? So it appears as if we have a sighting. So, it is what it is, man. YouTube chat, get your popcorn ready, boys.
Right. Oh, is he here? He's in YouTube. Oh, boy. Here we go. We need everybody to come over to the YouTube chat and just have some fun, huh? It's almost halftime.
Let's have some fun.
Oh, man. Appreciate you helping out the metrics, Julie.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Doing his best for the Blob boys. Now he doesn't know what to do. Real. He's like, oh no. Do I stop? Oh no.
Hey, makes our sponsors over at Einstein Bagels very happy. Any engagement we can get,
yep,
we're happy with it.
I was just on the phone with him.
Kenny, what's your favorite shade of blue? We never answered that question. We got distracted by bronchitis or whatever it was called.
Bronchiosaurus.
Bronchiosaurus, yeah.
I mean, I think the very first time that we ever did a podcast together, back in the day when I was just a guest, I said
Right.
that my favorite shade of blue is Xavier blue. So you can take from
Yes.
that whatever
Okay.
you will. Periwinkle.
Yeah.
It's a good color.
Oh, periwinkle is an elite color. If that's blue, then that's what I'd go with. I don't know if it is blue,
I
but
don't know. It's more of a it's like a
purple.
light purple. Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite shade of blue, I guess, would be honestly, it would be uh Tiffany blue, probably. Carolina blue.
On the line. Claudimus Maximus. Periwinkle Crabtree. I think Murray, you might have to make the change.
At least a middle name, man. Ooh, Honolulu blue. Shout out Detroit Lions. Shout out JT Barrett. So Des Claude now with 13 points. Thank goodness for Des Claude.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. All right. 4-0 run. No fouls. Come on. Still have 2 fouls to give, but don't foul a shooter.
Great shot.
Man, Ahmad, I'm sitting here wondering the same thing, man. I don't know. Like, it seems like it's just like, I mean, obviously it has something to do with the defense because they're guarding him like he's freaking Steph Curry out there. But it just seems like it can't get anything going on offense. I mean, it looks like they're actually face guarding Q. I think, maybe not, but that's what it seems like. Man, Trey.
And neither team scored a field goal in about the last. It's 3 minutes and 11 seconds for Xavier, 2 minutes and 42 seconds for Butler now. So
Get in there, Kachi.
neither
There we go.
team
Come on.
playing great offense in the last stretch, but there's one guy that can do it. It's Dez. Ooh, thought about it.
He did think about it.
Only 3 3-pointers attempted so far for Xavier. They're 1 of 3.
All right. Just need some defense here.
I mean, really, right now, the difference is, I mean, Butler's not shooting the ball really that well. I mean, they're shooting better than Xavier, obviously, but it's really they made 5 3-pointers. Xavier's made 1. Other than that, I mean, there's not really that big of a difference. The Xavier turnovers is what has killed them so far.
Right.
The lack of fast break points too, but I mean,
Xavier's.
Xavier can.
Are they in 10 turnovers yet?
Let me check.
It might be more than 10.
Still just 9 turnovers for Xavier.
Okay.
I say just.
Right. Got a rebound. Come on. Travel.
Yuli, out of curiosity, are you at the game right now watching the stream, or are you just not there?
Oh, Ian. Good rebound. Let's go, baby. Jeez, man. Don't foul. Jeez. Jeez. Butler's 5 for 16 from 3.
Yep, 5-16.
I don't even know if Xavier's taken 16 threes in a game this year. Come on now.
Maybe 3 times because that's when I've got my free nuggets.
Right.
Mm.
Come on now. Oh, come on, guys. Dude, that move that Des makes is like a half step away from being a travel every time.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
Get out on him.
Man, ugly first half of basketball. 24-37 at the half. Man.
That is tough, man. It's a tough look.
Not
9
shooting the ball
turnovers.
well. 9 turnovers.
Still zero half break or zero fast break points. Obviously not shooting the 3 well. It's like, where's your offense come from if you're doing that?
Yeah, it's not good. Des Claude is literally the only bright spot right now after the first half for Xavier. So,
How many does he have? 15?
Des has 13 points.
13? Okay. I know you said 13. I didn't know if that was before or after the free throws.
Yeah, it was after. So, 13 points for Des. Man, after that, if you want to go by points, Quincy has the next most points with 4.
If Xavier can end the game with under 14 turnovers, they'll have a chance.
Yeah. Yeah, got some big adjustments at halftime. What's the locker room like right now, you think?
I mean, the only thing that I can think is like, obviously Miller's going to come in hot with what's going on. The turnovers are unacceptable. I mean, everything else, like, Xavier wants to play fast, right? So Butler's doing something that's stopping them from playing fast, so they're going to have to make that adjustment. But he's going to come in hot just because of the turnovers and, you know, or like the bad timing of some of the offensive rebounds that Butler's got. But I think from a player standpoint, they're going to come in and be like, especially probably Quincy, he's going to come in and be like, fellas, like, I got like, I'm hoping to have 4 or 5 more games. I'm only guaranteed 2, right? Like, we got to win this game. So I would
Right.
assume that some of that is going to be going on, but I don't know. I just don't know what the attitude for Miller is with this team, because at the end of the day, like, the only thing you can really get angry about a lot of the time is it would be bad effort.
Right.
So I don't really know. I
Yeah,
just
I'm sure it's not a fun place to be.
no. I mean, I just don't. They go in these lulls where their offense is literally just. It seems like they're taking 30 dribbles in a possession. Oh, we lost him. Hold on, I got you. Let me get you back on here. All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
No, but it just seems like they go on these runs where they're dribbling the ball 20, 30 times in a possession, and the ball stays on one side of the court, and then they're trying to do something with like 6 seconds left, and I don't know. I don't know,
Yeah.
Ahmad. They I haven't heard too much about it, but from what it seems like, I don't think that they're going to bring him back. But I don't know. I mean, you don't come walking out in a boot with 3 games left and expect to come back. I don't think.
Yeah. And obviously, everything with Dalen Swain, obviously, thankfully he's okay with the burst appendix and stuff, but definitely hurts to have him not available because every game right now,
Oh yeah,
whether
I
you
think he
think they're
for
dead or not, is a must win.
right. He for sure starts tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
He's probably starting. I would assume that he'd probably start over Abu and have Kachi, guarding their big man. But like, look at that possession right there. Abu completely lost the big man on the baseline behind him. They could have passed him the ball. They just didn't see it.
hmm,
They made 20% of the threes they made have been banked in. So
yeah, yep.
I don't know. I got to tell you though, and I'm going to keep saying it. I like the way that Kachi's been playing. He's
Oh yeah,
making the absolute most out of the minutes that he's getting and the opportunity that he's getting. Being whatever this team is, um, he hasn't gotten a lot of opportunity. I think that there was a lot of talk about him getting more minutes before the season started, and I don't really know what changed that. But just from an absolute raw talent, raw athleticism guy, like he's a he's a freaking unit when you see him in person.
oh yeah. And then you remember he's a freshman.
Right? Yeah, it really doesn't. Like, I mean, I don't even know how old he is. Probably 19. You're just
Yeah,
like, holy
probably.
crap.
Anyone in the chat have any questions for Kenny or I, basketball related or not? We'll share our deepest, darkest secrets.
Oh man, dude.
Shout out Tropical Smoothie Cafe for this smoothie. It's a peanut butter cup smoothie, peanut butter, chocolate, banana, and some protein in it.
Man, when you said tropical fruit smoothie, I wasn't expecting a peanut butter cup.
Yeah, it's a misleading thing. This doesn't taste tropical at all. This tastes like, I don't know what it tastes like. Peanut butter, chocolate, and banana. Not something I'd be drinking on a beach, but they've got some good stuff. It was like $11, but you know.
Thoughts on court storming, dude. If Xavier stormed the court after beating Marquette, like that would just be I, I don't know. It's just the only thing I can think is it's just somebody that it would be somebody that doesn't really know the history of Xavier basketball or um, understand context, because like why are you storming the court? If you lose this game and you beat Marquette, you storm the court, you're still not making the tournament. You know what I mean? Like, so you're
Yeah,
gonna storm the court just because you won a conference game? I don't know. Whatever.
because you're 500 or whatever. Like,
There's no.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Storming the court is just
I mean, I get it in certain circumstances. Like,
right.
if
No, but right. If you're DePaul and you beat
UConn,
UConn in the Big
yeah,
East in the like to I don't know. I mean, obviously you can't storm the court of the Big East tournament, but like in that case, right? If that was the type of situation you're in and you beat UConn, number one in the country or number one in the conference, and you haven't won a conference game all year, and somehow you just blow through the Big East tournament, you beat them. Yeah, okay, I can see that. What is going on with this camera? Let's see. Yeah, that sounds right, Ahmad. In a game like this, the only thing you can start to think about is like what you can do on a personal level, right? To come back out and do what you need to do to help the team be better than they were in the first half, right? Like there's nothing outside of, what your game plan is, what coach is telling you, all those different things. Like you have to be locked in on that 100%. But outside of that, whatever you can do to make the team better, if that's shooting threes, if that's Quincy coming out and making 4 or 5 threes this half and really giving the offense something, or if that's Abu coming out and getting like 2 or 3, 4 offensive rebounds, Kachi coming out and getting a couple big blocks, really being a big body down low and rebounding, like that's what you have to do. You have to figure out what you personally can do to get the team out of the funk that they're in, because you could miss 3 or 4 threes in a row, but if one of those threes you get an offensive rebound and you're able to get it out to the shooter and give him another chance, and he makes that one, then all of a sudden he doesn't feel as much pressure to make that first shot because he feels like, oh, there's a chance that my team's actually going to get the rebound. That kind of stuff has a really big effect on you mentally. And if you can get 4, 5, 6, 7 guys that are buying into that mindset, you can come out and completely be a different team in the second half. But a lot of that's going to happen in the first 4 minutes. You're going to see, they talk about it all the time. That first 4-minute war in the second half is what defines games, because you can be up 15-20 in the first half. You go into the second half and you come out flat and you go out on a 12-13-0 run, and all of a sudden it's a 2-3 possession game and you're like, all right, now we can win. Especially on the road, just feeling that confidence of like, okay, now we got the crowd calmed down a little bit. We have, we have a better feeling of the game, all this stuff. Like that's what it's about. Jay Billis threw me in jail. What'd you do now, Cap?
Promoted court storming. I mean, you see storm the court.
Yeah,
after they
I think,
like,
from on its
TCU.
face, Coop, try and move your mic a little bit towards you. You're really quiet.
Okay, how about now?
That's good.
Yeah.
Sorry,
guys, new mic.
Yeah, new mic. Who dis? I think that on its face, storming the court is a really cool thing, but I can guarantee you that there's not a moment in college basketball every year that warrants somebody storming the court, right? Like it's one of those things that you might get maybe once in your college career, maybe. But I can tell you that we never had a moment like that. Like there's just, and it really depends. Like you have to be like a massive underdog and win a game that actually means something. It's.
Yeah, and I feel like if it's a team like Kentucky or Duke or Carolina, anytime they lose on the road, they're probably storming the court. You know what I mean? Or more times than not, it seems like.
But the thing is like if you're doing that, as a fan base, in my opinion, if you're doing that as a fan base just for beating like North Carolina or Duke on a one-off, like good teams lose every year, right? Like it's.
Yeah.
So if you're like, in my opinion, if you're a fan doing that, you're showing it. I think that you're showing that you don't have confidence in your team. So.
Yeah.
But there are times when not having confidence in your team is warranted and they come out and just have like a miracle night, then yeah, it's awesome to storm the court. That's a really cool feeling.
And Cap asked, would George Mason storm the field against Coastal in baseball? I'm assuming. Yeah, definitely. I don't know why you wouldn't. Whenever you go to Coastal and George Mason is no hit through 9 2/3 innings, down 26-0. If they host Coastal and beat them, I mean, yeah, you'd storm the field after you'd storm the diamond after that. I mean, there'd be tens of people running on there to celebrate.
They, but Ahmad, in my opinion, field storming is way better. I mean,
Oh
it's
yeah, rush the field.
dude, that's crazy. Like, I mean, they actually had to start putting the freaking field goal posts on like retractable things so that people couldn't take them down anymore because people were getting like seriously injured. I mean, but that's just the scale of it's so much different. You're talking about like I don't know, 10,000 people. That's imagine if the whole arena. Please shut this operation down. Jay Billis is in here.
It's amazing.
Oh no.
Shout out to whoever made that. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, but there's just in either case, it just has to be very specific circumstances where it would even be warranted or people wouldn't make fun of you for it. Not to say that you shouldn't do something because somebody makes fun of you for it, but
well, it depends what it is.
Yeah, right. What was the thing that it said? It was like somebody posted it on Twitter. It was like if you storm the court, it's a $5 million fine to the university, and
yeah, I don't
think person gets arrested.
I don't think he was the one that came up with the fine. I think he just said that anyone who runs on the court, you announce that they've been detained, and then they're like going to jail or whatever. It's like,
is that what Jay Billis said?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Impossible. I mean, with that many people, I mean,
yeah, I mean, there's maybe 20 cops at a game. And there's like 7,000 people rushing the court. Like, ain't no way.
Yeah, man. Unless they raise taxes like crazy, that's just not possible.
They're gonna have to start hiring like militias to come in and protect the court after games.
Hey, I know a guy.
You know a guy, okay.
Yeah, Lil Wayne. Young Money Militia. He is the commissioner.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, as long as you got a guy.
Oh, I got a guy.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I don't know, Jay Billis. Whatever.
Don't F with Wheezy because the F is for finisher. Wheezy F baby and F is for freeze.
I think that's actually canon in Lil Wayne's arc that it actually does stand for freeze.
It might. 50-50 chance.
50-50. What is going on tonight? We're at 170 viewers almost.
Misery loves company, Kenny. That's all I can say. So everyone watching on Twitter, we appreciate you getting those views up. If you have anything to say on Twitter, put it in the chat.
Or come over and join the Hall of Fame squad in the YouTube chat.
Yeah.
I just realized. Oh wow. Stream gonna be yeah. Well, that means that when we're at my parents' theater room, that we're gonna get some really nice corned beef and cabbage. I don't know if you like that or not, but
corned beef and cabbage, man. I've never had corned beef. What is like cows fed that were just corn fed cows or?
Do you really not know what corned beef is?
I have no idea. I've seen it on menus. I'm like, nah.
It's really good. It's like I don't know what you would even call it. Like it's not pickled, but it's just like I don't know. It's so good though.
I mean, I'll try it.
Oh, you'll try it, believe me.
I need to put it out there just so it's not an issue at any point. I cannot eat onions.
Okay.
Just putting that out there.
Bad breath or you'll die.
Oh man. You won't see me the rest of the day, man. Me and onions don't. Onions are like ogres. They have layers.
Yep. Cake. Cake has layers too.
Yeah, they. Yeah, it does. Ooh, best
Everybody loves cake.
German chocolate.
German chocolate cake. I'm a simple man when it comes to cake. I'm a yellow cake, chocolate icing. That's all I need. My Aunt Lorraine makes like the best cakes I've ever eaten, and she has a white cake with strawberry filling that's really good. But if I'm just like, what do I want for cake? It's gonna be yellow with chocolate icing.
You said white cake with strawberry filling.
Yeah.
Man, that's yeah. When it's white but pink inside, cut right into that, dude.
Let's go, Abu.
I'm with it. Oh, is the game back?
The game's back.
I haven't paid a lick of attention. I hadn't clicked it over. I was busy thinking about cake.
Yeah, cake's different. We should. That wouldn't be a bad idea, Cap. Just do like, I don't even know, roll blob in the kitchen or something. Cakes and
Oh
takes.
yeah, I made it. I made a great dinner tonight. I made myself blackened Cajun grilled chicken, and then I put that in a salad
Oh,
with.
I thought you were gonna say rice.
I decided not to go with the rice today. I wanted something.
Oh my
Some
gosh, dude!
cream.
What are we doing?
So another one,
Another one. 11 turnovers.
and the goal was if Xavier can limit it to 4 turnovers in the second half, they have a chance.
Right. Rebound. Watch your. Jeez. Okay. Xavier. Go. Get out and run.
Pull
Wow.
up deep. Nah.
Kachi. Come on, baby.
There we go. Well, under 10-point deficit, down to single
Dude,
digits.
the apple turnovers from Arby's are really good.
Really?
Yes. The apple
Interesting.
turnover, and then they had a strawberries and cream, like, I don't know, pastry, whatever the heck it was. It was really good too. Limited time.
Oh yeah, one of them LTOs, limited time onlys.
Mm-hmm.
I hate when places do that. It's like, here's the best thing we've ever made. You can have it for 1 month.
Yeah. The best is the thing that Burger King's doing now. I saw a commercial about it. They were like, they're having people submit. Oh yeah, they're having people submit burger ideas to like win $1 million or something, and it's like they're really struggling that much to come up with a burger idea that they'll give away $1 million to find a good one.
I mean, what if it's just something simple? It's like, yeah, just try carrots or something, you know?
I think the one that they were advertising is like a candied bacon burger or something. Dude, this has been maybe the ugliest. Might be the ugliest. Oh my gosh, we lost him again. I don't know what's going on, Coop. You keep getting knocked out.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. We were talking about burgers, and then, you know, speaking of burgers, In and Out is what my camera's been doing. So
Right.
I don't know.
The camera. Oh yeah, let's go. The camera is on. Oh hey, tee him up.
Thad is mad.
Mad Thad. If I told you this was a game. Yeah, yeah, I would believe you, Matt. I I just don't know. I mean, this has been maybe the worst 3 minutes and 47 seconds of basketball that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's been ugly. Alex says finishing is not ideal. I disagree.
I don't know. There's a cup on the basket right now. Not you, cup,
Right.
because you're obviously not on the basket.
Not physically, man.
Are you a fan of Twisted Tea?
I like a twisted tea every now and then. Yeah.
Me and my brother-in-laws went on a we had a Twisted Tea awakening last summer.
Really.
Yeah, it was a good while it lasted, and now they don't sound good to me anymore. It's nice when it's hot
Really.
outside, you know.
Yeah, it's a summertime, springtime type of drink. Like,
Ooh,
I might drink some tweez for March
tweez.
Madness. Some
Left it.
tweez.
Yeah, some tweez. They have we do have a kegerator at my parents' house too. So
I don't even know what that means. Kegger did what?
oh, Arnie Palmy alert.
I'm just pumped for some Luigi's Pizza in Akron, dude.
Dude, we're gonna have to make it up there, I guess.
Oh, we've got to. My friend from Akron says it'll change my life. He says that about whatever the last restaurant he went to, he
Right.
will say that about.
Okay. Well,
But so we'll take that with a grain of salt.
that
But
sounds
we'll
like
see.
my dad. Every time he eats something, he says it's the best ever.
A big recency bias guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the best Sprite I've ever drank.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Which I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe you got taste buds like that. I don't know.
Cap is saying Arby's will change your life. I mean, man, I had Arby's when I was really sick back in January. I feel like I get Arby's only whenever I'm, starting to pray for myself.
What is a Jack Nicholas Golden Bear lemonade? Do we have a
Hmm.
any confirmation on that?
That whatever it is, I would assume I would drink it.
Dude, did you see that?
He got a that was a nice putt. They
Yeah.
should call this they
Did
should call this place Putler.
but did you hear what he won?
No, I didn't. I don't have the
$5,000 is all he won for that putt.
Oh, great.
95-foot putt on literal glass.
Dude, they're giving a 9-year-old $5,000. He's just gonna go buy some like Fortnite
He's
gift
gonna go get
cards or
himself some
some shit.
Pokemon cards. Make the investment, man.
Now that could be worth looking into. He could get a card of a Bronchiosaurus. Is
Bronchiosaurus.
that what it's called?
I've heard it both ways. No, but I believe that it's Bronchiosaurus. I got confirmation of that in the chat.
Because they've got
Fellas,
those new Ford SUVs they brought back. It's called something like that.
Arby's pizza sliders. That sounds interesting.
Oh man, grab the Pepto, baby.
Have you ever had rallies? Do you like
Oh
rallies?
man, yeah, I like rallies, man. I haven't had it in a while, but
So,
yeah, or Checkers if you go like south. Yeah,
right,
it's good stuff, man.
rallies fries are legit.
Oh yeah, I
I don't.
sometimes I'll buy the like frozen rallies fries and you put them in the air fryer. Good stuff,
I actually
man.
have some of those in my freezer right now.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll make those after the game. Nice little victory snack.
yeah. There you go. Because Xavier's coming back to win this game, and it starts right here.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. We played 5 minutes and 40 seconds of basketball, and there's been 4 points scored.
Yeah, yeah. 4 points,
Let's go, Abu.
and now 6 points if you're counting at home. The lead's cut down to 7.
Oh, Quincy did have to get a new jersey. He's number 40 right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Is this a fast break point? Let's
There it is.
go.
The
Let's
curse is
go.
lifted. Wait, okay,
You
yeah.
wearing the number of points he's about to drop.
Hell yeah.
If he gets 40 now, that would probably go down as the greatest college basketball performance of all time.
I tend to agree.
What's he have, 2?
No, he has more than that. I think he's got 6 now.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. I remember now. He has a couple jumpers. He had that really nice floater at the beginning of the name, or the beginning of the game. Oh, another Dodge commercial, Coop. They're really forcing this on us.
They really are. And I don't I'm not the guy you want to target. You know,
Right.
I already have one.
Right. And what I really want to know is who the hell is this JD Power guy?
Yeah, and his associates. Every
Right.
car is like, oh, this is the JD Power Associates car of the year. I think he does more than just cars too. It's like, oh, JD Power says this is like a good business.
Yeah. And I mean,
Okay.
I feel like it's kind of like, they say 9 out of 10. Oh, 9 out of 10 clients, 9 out of 10 doctors recommend this toothpaste. It's like, okay, come on.
Who's the one dude that's like, no.
Well, I just want to know
know?
I want to know what 10 doctors they asked, Are they in their pocket? Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to and you're only asking 10 doctors? No, like once you're out there saying like we asked 37,000 doctors and 35,000 doctors said, "Yeah, this is good." That's when I start doing it. That's when I'll take your drug. You know, if it's 10 people, 9 of them said, "Yeah, sure." That
Yeah,
doesn't
sure.
make me feel
I
good,
mean, I
you know?
guess.
It's like, would you recommend it's like if you're familiar with DocuSign, I don't know if anyone is, but it's basically like signing documents online. I do it for work all the time.
Yep.
And then at the end it'll be like, how likely are you to recommend DocuSign? It's like, I'm not at all. Like this isn't something I talk about. It is now apparently, but also we've got some good news that Xavier baseball is up 2-0 against Louisiana Tech. So
nice. And Matt Hughes brings up a good point. All those doctors went pro in something other than sports.
that's true.
Do you
That
guys
is
remember
very
those
true.
commercials? Do you remember those commercials?
Oh yeah.
Those were
Oh yeah.
those were the best.
And it's like Enterprise rental car or something. It's like, yeah, he played free safety at Arizona. It's like,
DocuSign is one
okay.
of those things that you're either really happy to see or you're angry to see. If it's like,
Yep.
if it's a good business deal, you're like, yeah. If it's like something you're about to pay for, you're like, why? Another thing?
Oh yeah.
Dude, let's go.
Somehow
Maybe we can beat them 40-37, shut them out in the second half.
I'm with it, man. Only a 5-point deficit's crazy. I mean,
Crazy.
Xavier is down by what, like 30,
17 at
40
one point, right?
points? You know?
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, that graphic right there helps that Butler's missed their last 16 field goals.
Oh, I disagree. I disagree that that's a foul. I think that he fell down with nowhere to go and forgot to get in the weight room this summer, so he fell. I don't know. Xavier, they've actually missed the same amount of. No, I'm sorry. Never mind. Xavier's missed 11 shots this half, and Butler's missed 9. Somehow Xavier's scored more points.
And, you know, all we had to do was bring it up. And then,
dude, I mean, they're going to at least score once.
Yeah.
This is
Here comes number 40.
All right, 13 minutes to go. 5-point game. People forget.
All right, Posh Alexander.
Dude, what? I mean, nothing?
No whistles,
That's a
man.
secondary defender that was moving into him. How's that not a foul? Goodness gracious. Oh. What, Sean Miller in the chat. We got a sighting.
What up, Wet Sean Miller?
Oh, look, Miller's out. Miller's about to get himself another tech.
Yeah, he is.
They did get teed up. Dude, this is ridiculous, man. How do you not? This is the thing that makes me so angry is that they know they made a mistake. They know that they made a mistake on that foul call. Ugh.
And now it's, if he makes this, it's an 11-point lead. So, I mean, game changes pretty quick.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm so sick of this shit, man.
I mean, whatever he said, I don't know what he said, but I mean, Thad's been jawing out on more than Sean has all day.
That's what I'm saying. Shit. I mean, I feel like I've called it out 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, it's out.
Call a tech on the bench. You're just letting them do whatever they want. Goodness, man. 5-point game. Right. Matt, I just don't understand. Why are they not calling a T on Thad? He's still talking to him. Oh no, he's talking to his team now. $12 minutes to go. A lot of time. Hey, a lot of game left.
Basketball is a game of runs, they say.
I've heard that said before.
Something about wars and whatnot. 4-minute wars.
Okay, here we go. Just like that, it's a 9-point game, Coop. I mean, it's changing so fast.
I mean, and now, you know, we talked all first half about how neither team could make a shot. Xavier's made 4 of their last 5. Butler's hit 4 straight.
What is going
on? It's a funny game.
What is going on with my score? It won't let me refresh it.
Ooh, number 40 falling down.
Come on, Quincy. Oh, yeah.
A little steal from McKnight.
And 1. Let's go, baby. You're exactly right, McGiver. Just keep knocking on the door.
Opportunity knocks. A little steal and broad Davion. 7-point game. Free throw when we come back.
I hit the Musket Trooper with my elbow. Sorry, bud.
Oh, Musket Trooper. I don't think I've heard that before. Is that a recent name or?
I don't know who said it.
Musket Trooper, huh?
I think it may have been a mod, or I don't know.
I don't know. I like it though.
Yeah, it's good. We're
Yeah,
getting real close to 200 viewers here.
we're getting there.
Tell your
So
friends.
anyone on Twitter, send it to your friends, send it to your families. I don't know what else. Everyone wants to be a part of it.
Everybody.
Everybody. And I
If
guess
you
we'll mention it again for those who may have not heard previously. The Blob Boys will be doing a live podcast pregame on Saturday
yeah.
before Xavier plays Marquette. We'll have a special guest with us. If you see us, say what's up.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Hit
fun.
us with a stay blobbing. Get a
Yeah. Senior night.
Get a pick with us.
Correct. We have so Jay Billis. I can't believe he's sticking around, but Jay Billis wants to know if you're picking mix-ins for your omelet, what would you go with?
Cheese.
I mean, is it even an omelet without cheese?
Not technically, but man, what else can I put in there? I'm trying to think outside the box. Great question, Jay. Man, give me some suggestions. I'm trying to think.
I mean, I feel like my my omelet order is very similar to my pizza order, right? It's just bacon, some like maple sausage, obviously cheese. I mean, let's not even talk about it. I could do I know you're not gonna like it, but I go onions.
Ugh. Onions in an omelet. Oh
dude,
my
onions
God.
are so good. Onions are good on literally everything.
Not PB&Js.
Have you ever tried it?
No. Well, have you?
No.
But I mean, I think
we don't know.
Whatever I'm not about to. I would be hospitalized. But I think whatever omelet I'm having, I'm putting hot sauce all over it.
Oh yeah. What kind of hot sauce do you go with? Do you switch it up, or do you go with just?
I mean, if I'm at like a restaurant, usually it's just like Frank's Red Hot or whatever.
Right.
But if there's Tabasco, yeah, I'm using that. If I'm at home, I'm not making omelets. I live alone. Like I'm not gonna make myself an omelet. But Skyline hot sauce packets, I keep those.
Those are nice.
Skyline hot sauce you cannot beat.
Do you ever go? Do you like sriracha?
Oh yeah,
I'm a big sriracha guy.
Yeah, his sriracha's nice. His wife, Ma'am Acha, also very nice.
Mm-hmm. Dude.
There we go, Des. I believe that's his first points of the second half, so he's at 15.
I'm running low on water. I'm gonna have to hit the water fountain soon.
Be careful, man. Be careful.
Ooh, Tamu.
Man, I'm gonna have to eat another dinner. We always get on these streams, and it starts with basketball, and then next thing you know, we're talking about Quincy. Yeah. But then we start talking about omelets, Burger King,
right?
Apple turnovers.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm making some of those Riley's fries after this stream's over. I have them in my freezer right now. Air fryer.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some as well.
I might have to make some sriracha ketchup too.
Interesting. What? Just mix it together?
Yeah, you just mix it together. It's perfect.
Interesting. Dude, I'm feeling a little bit dangerous tonight. I might hit Taco Bell.
Oh, you're a madman, dude.
I might eat a terribly unhealthy, cheap, low quality meal and FaceTime Paul Frischner because he's probably doing the same thing.
Man, I'll tell you what, I could use some Skyline right now.
Oh man, Clifton Skyline. Could
We
destroy that.
we have to get a miss here. I just have a feeling. McFluffy Feather. I mean, mid game name change. I think he's getting some. Oh my gosh, he's getting some inspiration from Quincy.
That's nice of you, Ian, helping out his grandmother.
Cooked her a dinner and got her home safe after.
Model citizen indeed.
One more, dude. You got to make that pass quicker. It's a 3 if you make the pass.
Oh, you got to be quicker than that.
You got to be quicker than that.
Yeah, maybe the.
Wait, that wasn't really Jay Billis.
Empanadas.
Dorothy Mantooth was a saint. It's actually that's the oh no, it wasn't Vince Vaughn that said that. I did the crab cakes in football earlier, so oh man.
Well, Dez
oh
has
the
not
places
missed
this
from
stream will go. What'd you say about Dez?
He has not missed from the free throw line. He is a perfect 6 of 6 tonight. Actually, Xavier as a team has not missed from the free throw line. But neither has Butler.
We're getting real close to the announcer jinx here.
Do we count as like do we have a jinx or is it just whoever's calling this game?
I'm really not sure.
Which is apparently Andrew Catalan and Steve Lapis.
Talk about timing there. Doesn't get any better than that.
I'm telling you, man, we are creators. Whatever we say, we create. We're manifesting Dodge commercials, 9 out of 10, clients, whatever, fiats.
Oh boy, what are we doing here?
Deep 3 Gs.
Oh, caught you.
Quick.
Oh, that would have been huge.
And good shot, too. Hopefully not, but it did. So, time for a timeout, I reckon. Yep.
I'm a big fan of Dr. Squatch soap, Bagel Man. Big fan.
Of Doctor Who?
Squatch.
That was an attempt at a really, really low quality joke just to say Doctor Who.
Big fan of Doctor Who, but I didn't catch it. Doctor Who. You know
Man, yeah,
you know the
I don't
owner
know.
of Dr. Squatch? Can you give me a discount on my membership?
What's Dr. Squatch?
It's like bar soap. They have a bunch of stuff, but I use their bar soap.
Oh, okay. Clean your bar?
Clean my bar, yeah.
Man, yeah, I'm starving. I ate dinner too, and then I had this protein smoothie from Tropical Smoothie Cafe, but you just talk about food enough. Now there's a Nerds commercial. I'm like, man,
I haven't seen it yet, Matt. Have you? Likes it. There's a heart in front of the picture. I can't see it. Likes it didn't. Oh, probably like it didn't love it. Got it. Just solving puzzles out here, Coop.
that's what you do.
Man, this has been such a weird game, dude. Like the ultimate
What?
game of runs. Not just
Yeah,
for
it
not
had.
just for like one team or the other, just for like the game in general.
Yeah, Butler starts off so hot. Xavier starts off so cold, and I think it is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, like the Brickyard, right? Isn't that what they call it?
Something like
And they
that.
like they kiss like the brick after like they win it.
Here it is.
And
Here's the
I
putt.
mean, and Xavier was laying enough bricks to like redo that whole racetrack. And then they catch fire. Butler catches fire. Both teams slow down. Both teams heat back up.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got an 11-year-old winning. How much was it? $5 million because he hit a putt.
I mean, $5,000 doesn't seem like enough for that. I'm just gonna go out and say that.
But dude, when you're that age, $5,000, they could have just told you you think you're set for life at that point.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And now Butler, speaking of those runs, has made 8 of their last 9 field goals.
Kachi for 3.
I mean, why not?
Why not?
I think he kind of attempted a 3 earlier, but it looked more like a pass, so it wasn't they didn't count it as a 3.
Come on, man.
Xavier has not scored in nearly 3 minutes.
Is that a fact? That's good defense.
Yeah. That was Telford, 18 points. That is a game high for anyone who cares.
Naboo. You don't even get your money's worth either. Freaking put a knee in his thigh, you know? You're getting a
Lazar
foul.
back in, though.
You're getting a foul call. Get a foul.
All right, Kenny. I think they're at capacity. What was it that we were trying to cap it at? 15 total turnovers, or have they already
14.
exceeded that? It was 14.
It was
Okay.
14, yeah.
Don't love it.
Man, oh man, dude. I mean, McKnight just has to know his personnel there, right? Like, why are you throwing the ball going downhill to Kachi at 15 feet.
Yeah.
Nothing against Kachi. It's just not his game, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's got to be something better than that. You draw the help, and that's the shot you get. It's just goodness, man.
There you go, Davion.
Going to be probably 15 more possessions. You're gonna have to get probably 6 stops to win the game. I thought that
12-point game.
I thought BMW stopped making their electric car. Didn't they? Didn't Was it that, or maybe it was Ford that discontinued their electric car line?
I have no idea.
I mean, clearly it wasn't BMW, unless they're just trying to sell the ones they already made. But
Could be, man. Oh man, almost. Ian says that he doesn't think I can fit that whole mic in my mouth.
that's for the
That's-
After Dark stream.
I feel like that's a compliment, first of all, that you think that I can't. I'm not gonna try it, but like I'm confident that I cannot.
That's the that's later for once we get bigger, when we start the OnlyFans.
Yeah, exactly. But if you do know someone that can fit this whole mic in their mouth, send them my number.
Oh, jeez. Coop's getting real close to blob jail.
Well, I just think it'd be good content, you know.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like, where'd the mic go? She made, and she made the whole mic disappear.
Colbert's back in. Man, Matt, why'd you have to tell me that? I didn't even realize it. My mic is covering up Xavier's timeouts. I had no idea.
You're right, Cap.
Yeah, there you go. Get your own rebound. Nice.
Nope.
And there's one stop.
And how about some points with it? Colbert, ooh, gas me up.
Might have to start calling him Colbert.
Maybe. Also, I love that Cap is at work and has been on the chat nonstop all night.
That's not Cap.
Oh, I guess it doesn't. I guess we don't know if it's Cap. It's just Roll Blob Podcast.
Yeah. I didn't do any of it.
Hey, shout out RP McMurphy's though.
What's up? What's going on at RP McMurphy's? Oh, hey, 202 viewers, Coop.
202, let's go.
202. That's the record. That's going to set the bar.
It will. Shout out to everybody on X, Twitter, YouTube, Threads, MySpace, Blue Sky.
MySpace.
Man, that seems like the first time Dez has missed in ages.
Colbert's like, everybody back up. I got Posh. Oh wow. Now when I was talking about the stops before, that does mean Xavier has to score too. I guess I should have brought that part up.
Well, I mean, it's kind of working so far.
Yeah, I mean that's 3
Kind of.
stops. Whoa, Colbert, it's not foul here. Come on.
Yeah, easy. Yep.
You're
Yep.
going to the
Wow.
line. Final 4. Ay, ay, ay.
Yep. Man, frustrating game to say the least. Just when Xavier's back in it, Butler hits some shots, Xavier turns the ball over, and they're right back out of it.
It feels like Quincy's about to start getting going, and then you get a freaking turnover and a
Yep.
layup, and then a 3 from Posh 2 seconds later, and it's like games feels like it's out of reach already. No, whatever. Frustrating.
And Ahmad, if you're still in the chat, I don't think any of our overs that we were suggesting are going to hit. I think under on all of them.
How many assists does McKnight have?
McKnight, he has. Is that correct? 0 assists.
Oh wow.
So, yeah, he would need 8 more.
Just quick.
Quincy, I think, was 19 and a half points. He has 13. And a boo fouls.
Touch your index finger to your thumb, then fourth, then third, then pinky, then repeat. Oh no. No. Apparently 1. Index. And then wait, fourth finger?
Wait, which one's your fourth finger? If it's not your pinky.
I'm guessing ring finger.
Then
no.
fourth finger.
Index there. I'm guessing he means this. There.
I guess. And then is it like you do the pinky twice and go back? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like,
you go.
He just says
index, yeah. Index, and then my fourth finger, and then third finger, and then pinky, and then repeat.
No,
is the fourth finger the pinky?
Yeah, Ian. What's the fourth finger? Maybe he has an extra finger. I don't know.
Maybe. He's just like his whole life.
I mean, maybe like
1,
no,
2, 3.
I mean,
4.
Are you not counting your thumb? But the thumb's the one doing the work. You know what I mean? So then it's like index,
boom, boom,
middle
boom,
ring,
boom.
pinky. But 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 would have to be the pinky. If not, then it's the ring finger. So I guess maybe the ring finger is the fourth one.
Just for counting purposes.
Okay. See, there I was thinking Ian maybe had an extra finger. And if so, then he must be very popular among the ladies.
Boom, 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 boom. Is pinky last? Yeah. There. Nope. It's very inconsistent, but maybe like 4 in a row.
Oof.
The underlying theme tonight is that neither team can score.
Yes, that is true. And yeah, Quincy on the bench.
Just
Yeah,
pull the
not
trigger.
ideal.
I need Laser to just pull the trigger there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, can't wait for the Big East tournament. Man, oh man.
Yeah, man. Big East tournament. That's the thing, guys. I mean, there's no reason to be discouraged about this game. There's no
That
reason
game.
that game, any of the past games. It's a really simple thing. Like Xavier goes to the Big East tournament and they win all the games there. Guess what? The whole season leading up to that doesn't matter. They're in the tournament. So right now I just kind of feel like you don't want to give any of these teams, any of these Big East teams, the best you've got because you're going to have to play some of them again. You know what I mean? You want them to think, "Oh, Xavier, yeah, we beat them twice this year or we beat them once." And then next thing you know, they show
Boom.
up to MSG and it's like, "Oh my god, who are these guys?" And then, they run the table. They win the Big East tournament. They make the NCAA tournament with an automatic bid. And then they win all of those games. So,
There you
long
go.
story short,
There you go, Ian. I mean, just get him a nice local slice before the game.
oh, I'll be at Sabaro.
All right, sorry, Coop. Long story short,
Long story short, regular season games, none of them matter.
none of them.
It's just preparation for the conference tournament, which is what really matters. But it doesn't look like Xavier's going to come out victorious. But big shout out to our friends at Einstein Bagels for putting this together.
Yep,
Uh, Also, in our description, if you're watching on YouTube, there's some important links, right, Kenny?
there is. Yeah, we have most important link, obviously Etsy store, right? I mean, no
Roll
question.
Blob merch.
Second most important link, but maybe just as important, we could say,
I would
is
say
the
equally.
the final 2%. You guys get over there. I believe you have until EOD to get a membership there. They're giving away 3 courtside seats to the Marquette game, along with oh my, along with a few other things that you can become a part of and different merch that you can get. If we want to stop seeing Xavier at 500, then maybe we get over there and get a membership. I don't know. Hey, that's just me.
Yeah. You can be the change you wish to see in the world.
Never had more of an opportunity to impact the Xavier Musketeers than you do right. Meow.
Right meow. Maintenant, as they say in France, in parts of Canada, parts of Louisiana.
Louisiana. Nolans.
Yeah, that's a place I want to go, man, is Louisiana.
I've been there.
I'd love to go to Bourbon Street. I love
We
bourbon.
we beat the brakes off of LSU when I was there.
I remember that game. I remember a great quote that I won't say, but I remember a great quote I've been told about your trip down there by
Mario.
another person.
Yeah. Well, I think I think it's safe to say we can probably close the door on this game.
Yeah, probably. I mean, it is what it is, man. It just what's got me just dumbfounded still is the fact that Sean Miller is just 1 year younger than Thad.
Really?
1 year. Thad is 56. Sean is 55.
Wow. Wouldn't have guessed that.
I know.
Whew.
Well, at least Lazar got to have a little bit of fun, you know. So Xavier back to the 500 mark at 15-15. Their next game will be against Marquette at home, senior day or senior night or senior evening, however
Senior.
you want to say it.
I think senior evening.
Yeah, 5 p.m. tip. Yeah, senior evening, we'll call it. Um, so be there if you can. We'll be there. Um, and hopefully Xavier. I mean, a lot's at stake, Kenny.
A lot.
Xavier has a chance to finish the regular season with a winning record. I mean, there
Are
we
you
go,
fucking
Trey.
kidding me?
Hold on, game ain't over. But, you know, unless Xavier can pull this one out with 4.7, then a win over Marquette without their best player, by the way, Musketeers could finish with a winning regular season.
I mean, Lazar comes out and hits like a crazy three. Trey comes out and hits a crazy three, and it's just like I don't know.
Unfortunately, they still didn't cover,
What was the
and
line?
that's the ball game. But Kenny, ugly game. But we're on to the Golden Eagles.
Yeah.
And look, Xavier is still above Butler in the Big East standings. So, I mean, you tell me who's better, honestly.
Ah, man, dude.
But hey, a loss for Xavier, a win for the Roll Blob stream. I hope you all had fun on YouTube. We still have 200 people strong on Twitter right now. Appreciate each and every one of you for joining, interacting. Um, yeah, definitely appreciate the support. If you're new here, we do this for every Xavier away game. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of those left. We'll still be streaming Big East tournament games. And then March Madness,
Yeah.
we are streaming.
Regardless of Xavier's future in the NCAA tournament, we will be streaming for much of the day on Saturday and Sunday, the first weekend, and possibly Friday night, depending on what time you guys get in. And then, maybe we'll throw something together for Thursday night too. Who knows? We're going to be on doing a lot of streaming here over the next couple weeks. So depending on how that first weekend goes, we may keep going with the different weekends. I think it would be fun to do like the Final Four and stuff too. Like, why not?
Oh yeah.
Play some bets. We'll have the Roll Blob bracket challenge is going to be going up. I think that we're not 100% sure, that may be for one of our blobbies this year, maybe for a Roll Blob hat. Who knows?
Yeah. Or maybe we can leave it up to the winner. If you would rather have a Roll Blob hat, who only a few people have. There's only 4 in existence right now. Kenny doesn't even have one yet.
Yeah, we just got it copyrighted, so you can't even go make yourself one.
Yeah, so a lot of stuff to stay tuned for. We'll obviously be reaching a pretty broad audience with March Madness. So if that's something you're interested in, you know where to find us. Follow us on Twitter, Roll Blob Pod. Follow Kenny Tall Freak 1018. Follow me, Coop Led. And our other co-host, Cap X34, who was busy working very hard today and not running the YouTube chat. So Follow
You
all
guys,
of us.
yeah, if you guys wouldn't mind giving us subscribing on YouTube, that obviously helps us out too. Gets the word out to people. We got a lot of things that are coming up for the end of this season. A lot of things coming up in the summertime, and then moving into next season, we'll have a lot of content and all that stuff. So
It gets the people going.
it does. Thank you for everybody joining tonight. Stay blobbing.